Hey tea heads, this is Don from Mei Leaf. I'm at the tea house and we've got 5 Yancha samples that have arrived, and I just thought I would taste them quickly because I've got to, whenever teas come in, I try and tick them off that they've been sampled. And I saw this package and I thought, let me just taste them now. And I thought, why not turn the camera on? This scout that sent this Yancha, I haven't purchased for ages, but I know his taste and I have high expectations for this Yancha. So what I thought I would do is I would just run through them. I know nothing about them, like literally zero. All I know is that they are from 2025. Well, I assume they're from 2025, and that they are probably going to be very pricey Yanchas because, again, you have history with different producers and different scouts, and you know kind of where they source from, and you know they're sort of, you know, their variety of samples that they send. And usually this scout only sends me teas that are like top range and top price. But anyway, I'm not going to let that affect me. I'm just going to taste them and see how I feel about them. And then maybe what I'll do, depending on how I feel about them, maybe I'll get some of the tea house staff members in the crew to taste them as well and see if there's any agreement or consensus about which tea is better. Oh, I don't have a bowl. Very ill prepared. And I'm fully prepared that there's going to be disturbances. I'm sure people are going to come in to try to talk to me. I just literally turn the camera on in the hope that I can steal 20 minutes without being disturbed. The likelihood is low, but we'll see. These days, like, I was thinking about it recently. I was thinking, when was the last time that I literally had no disturbance during the day? I mean, at night, a bit different, but during the day where I had no disturbance and I could just sit and do nothing. And drinking tea is the great thing to do, right? You sit, you drink tea, but not unfortunately, but the situation I'm in is that whenever I'm drinking tea, it is work related. Right, let's give these a schniftar. We'll just call this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful has a slight aged note to it. Maybe I'm wrong about 2005. Maybe these 2025. See, I'm losing 20 years. Maybe I'm wrong about 2025. Maybe this is older, but it has a very aged smell to it. Really, really beautiful combination of clays, varnished woods, moving to like fizzy, sparkly little. Yeah, it's got like a fizzy, reminds me of when you smell like a soda, you know, you pop a soda like a Sprite or something, and it's got that fizzy feel in the nose. Whoa, this one is a really more interesting combination of incense and jam. Oh, ultra fruit in that one. Number 2 is ultra fruit. Number 3 is more, I would say, masculine. And I don't want to get into the gender debate, but you know, that sort of a bit more rough, a little bit less pretty, but has power and potency, has a certain aggressive pungency to it. Difficult to put my finger on this one, but I'm going to put it under the naphthalene, mothball, incense, old buildings note. There's still lots of fruit going on. There's fruits and all of these red fruits, like very juicy red fruits, but it's the base layer that's different. Okay, this one is slightly less fruity. It's got a bit more of a cardboardy note, but I don't mean that necessarily in a bad way. It's going to be interesting to see how it translates in the taste. It's got a creamier note to it. More taffy candies on that one. Whoa. Again, punchy pungency. Really in your face. Woods, cherries. Like an acidity on the nose as well. Like, okay, I would throw it under the kombucha kind of acidity. All right, I'm going to give these a brew. I'm going to brew indirect. So I'm pouring on the side because I want to try to maximize aroma, and I don't want to pull out too much of the minerality at the beginning. It will come. All of these teas are going to be mineral heavy because they're grown in volcanic soil. So we don't have to accentuate it by hitting the leaves direct. We can be a little bit more restrained in terms of that, and then we can focus more on the aromatics. If you've not seen my video about how to pour water, then I will stick a link in the description below if I remember. And oftentimes I don't, and I'm reminded in the comments. So if you flick to the description, you don't see a video, then feel free to comment, and hopefully I'll read it at some point and then go, oops, my bad. And I will fix that issue. Okay, here we go. Enough? Yeah, enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lids off. Don't want them stewing. I'm just going to do a double check, because there's always, with these big leaves, you're going to have a few little drips. I want to just get all that out of there. And because these are such large leaves, I can just use my finger. Oh, I said that, and then they drop in. You see? I jinxed myself. Color-wise, look very similar. That one probably is the lightest. Okay. Here we go. Cheers. Yancha number 1. Unknown Yancha number 1. Yancha is one of the hardest teas to sample because of its richness and pungency. It's like sampling like biscuits or cookies. So it gives so much every time. You're just like, it's just too much. And it's sort of like they all compound on each other and become even more richer in your mouth, and it becomes overload. So I have to sort of be a bit more considered with my tasting. I take smaller sips and I try not to drink too much because I realize that I've got a lot to taste. Also, temperature plays a big part in teasing out the nuances of a tea. And Yancha tends to be better, I think, slightly cooled down, which is why I'm filibustering here. And I'm just sort of doing that politician talk where I'm filling the space. Doing it all right? Maybe I could be a politician, but I do not want to be a politician. Anybody who wants to be a politician should not be a politician, I think. Did a bit more filibustering. Here we go. Positives. It's clean. It's got good minerality. It's not too aggressive. It's got a sweet aftertaste. Negatives. Where did all the aroma go? It's like, yeah. It's like you saw the profile pic and then you got excited and then you met, and within a second you were like, yeah, that profile pic was from 10 years ago, and that profile picture no longer represents you. This aroma does not represent that taste. There's an inconsistency. There lacks coherence. That's a definite not interested. Number 2. Very different. Whoa, tons of minerality. It's got that rise and fall. That's glow that happens with really good teas. It's got this. It's got fruits. It's got mangosteens. It's got mangoes. Very sweet Alfonso style mangoes. It's got. Oh, nearly spilt it. It's got touch of cherries. The reason that you don't see delight on my face is that they're all a bit overripe. They're all a bit in that mode where if you ate it, you'd be like, oh, that fruit's a bit over. It's a bit overripe. It's nice, but it sort of just triggers that, ooh, be careful, don't eat fruit that's gone too bad, kind of warning deep in my Neanderthal brain, or evolutionary alarms are going off. Do not eat rotten fruit. It's kind of got that taste where it's just a little bit over. So it's got a really nice spicy aftertaste, reminiscent of, again, mangoes, myrcene. It's got that myrcene note, earthy, pungent myrcene in mangoes, in cannabis. It's just, I think it's also, no, I was going to say I think it's also in hops, but I don't know if it is. But definitely mangoes and cannabis, this sort of earthy, fruity pungency. I like that as an aftertaste. I like the minerality. It's just that little overripe fruit. It's a bit too overripe. Okay, number 3. Yeah, this one is the most non-food. We're hitting woods. We're hitting slightly caramelized. I'm tasting more of the bake in this one. Interesting, because it did look lighter when I saw it as a sort of parade of liquors. But this one's got the most mineral to the front of my tongue, and lots of woods. It's very pushy. It's very punchy. It's very in your face in terms of those notes, and I like it. But it does lack a certain element of beauty and prettiness. It lacks a charm. It certainly is very functional in the sense of it's mineral, it's pulling, it's definitely got that that pushy quality that I like in Yanchas, but it's not balancing it with enough delight, in my opinion. Best of the bunch though, really sweet aftertaste. Okay, number 4. Okay, this one was the one that had a creamier note, right? I think, because it's definitely there, creamier. A slightly chemical note, and I do not mean that it's got chemicals in it. It's got the very non-food notes of, well, I don't know. I said naphthalene. Did I say it for that one? I think I did. It's got that sort of mothball-y quality, old mothball-y quality to it. But it's got a softness and a creaminess too. And that's an interesting combination. It's a bit drier than the others. It's a bit more grippy. And I know people out there are going to be saying, well, how do you know it's grippy? Because you've just tasted like 3 teas and it's probably compounding on your mouth and you're getting... I agree. But I generally am relatively good at assessing that most of the time. Late night, no. For some reason, as soon as it gets too late, my sense of texture starts to become impaired and everything starts to become a bit too pronounced in terms of its dryness. This one is drier. And again, got a touch of elephant house in it, which I'm not against, but I need that to be fruit. If you're going to give me poo, give me fruit. You need the combination. I don't want poo by itself. It needs to be fruity poo. Those who watch my vlogs and live will understand what I mean. All right, last one. So far, 4 tasted, 4 no's. And as predicted, this is the best. Because it's got fruit, it's got naphthalene, it's got woods, it's got varnish, it's got minerals, it's got metallic note, it's got a brightness, it's got a depth. So suddenly there's a much more full spectrum taste going on, and it's very balanced in that taste. It's not one thing taking over. There isn't the overripe fruit of this one. There is fruit, but it's more in the like cherry cough sweet, cherry candy note. It's more candied. It's just more refined. It's got a real punch in terms of the mineral. It's there, it's dry, but then it gives me this really glowing, like metallic, cooling juiciness. It's got weather to it. I'm tasting the snow. I'm tasting petrichor. I'm tasting stone. I'm tasting a plant that's lived like a long and hard life, with many ups and downs, and it's sort of like imbued the leaf with a certain character that you can't fake. Oh, by far, this is the best one. Let me just taste them again. Empty. Slightly funky rotten fruit. A bit too just aggressive. Interesting. Caramelled and creamy, and got that little like mothball note. I think this is an interesting tea. I quite like it, but I don't think I would buy it because I just don't think it would have enough wide enough appeal. This is the kind of one that I would probably keep and just go, yeah, I'll age that. Yeah. Yeah. Number 5 is definitely the best. Let me brew them again. I'll be back and we'll taste the second round. Okay, infusion 2 of these. I have pretty much made my mind that there's only one going through to the shortlist unless any of these teas suddenly surprise me. And that's unlikely, but might happen. You never know. Then what I might do is I'll see who's available. I'll maybe get some of the crew to come in and see what they think. It's going to be interesting to see whether or not there's consensus. And I don't actually expect that there will be. I think that everyone's taste is different, right? So everyone's going to have a different approach to what they like from a Yancha. But we shall see. And this is, often what I talk about when I say, when you're buying Mei Leaf teas, you're buying my taste in tea. And that is right or wrong, that's beside the point. It's just if you align, or you have a sort of similar approach to tasting, and you like similar things, or you like the journey in tea is on a similar trajectory to me, then I think you'll appreciate the teas that we source. And if not, then you won't. And that's what's great. That's what's great about, having choice, right? That you can find brands and find, just like everything, it's like fashion, it's like clothes, right? Do you like their style, their design? It's not right or wrong. It's not there's better or worse. It's just, do they match yours? And there's matching, and there's also challenging, but challenging in a good way. It's like sometimes I'll buy a tea that I think, okay, that's a bit challenging, but I like that challenge, and I think that people would appreciate the challenge of that tea as well. I also think it's important that I'm constantly changing, so my taste is always changing, and the trajectory of my journey is going to be influencing what is on the shelf out there. All right, tea number 1. Empty now. It's all right, but it's a bit like, it lacks vibrancy because of that overripe fruit. It's too bakey, too charcoaly, too woodsy. Creamier, nicer. I bet that reminds me of like a Jinudan, like more in that creamier, nuttier version of a Yancha, but it's not enough for me. By far the best one. Balanced, cohesive, coherent, full of character, got lots to say, and the things that it says are not boring. Let's see what the team think.
I always have to wave. Okay. Just what should I do? Just taste and tell you what I like better?
Yeah, tell me what you think.
Okay.
And if there's anything you think you would like that you particularly like.
What tea is this?
I have no idea.
No, the tea type.
It's all Yancha. Oolong.
Oolong. Okay, cool. Can I drink the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay, first one, I never have that much of an opinion on because I always need to compare everything.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah. This one's a lot more mineral to me than that one. This wouldn't be something that I would like pick myself, but completely understand why other people like it. I think I'm much more of like a Dansong Oolong person than a Yancha person. So maybe I'm not the best judge. Oh, this one's so smooth. I like this one. I'm doing your method. Giving nothing. I'm really not sure how I feel about this. What infusion is it? Second, okay. I feel like something's missing a little bit. I'm not 100% sure actually. I shouldn't have drank the whole thing. There's like a little. You know what? Now that I'm drinking it, I don't know how I feel about it. I think I want to keep drinking that one if I had to choose, actually. I want another one of these. Can I? I can't?
You get one shot.
Okay. Well, I'm saying no to these. This one is the worst one. Like, just no. Like, this is not Mei Leaf tea. At all. Like, I would have this and be really disappointed and think that I did something wrong to brew it or something. Yeah, I'm gonna say completely understand why people would like this, just not my thing. This one, now that I've had all of them, I'm thinking that it is actually quite dull, so I'm gonna have to go with this one's quite like floral and mineral. I was stupid with this one. So yeah, there. I can't say much more. I wasn't the smartest with it, but yeah.
So if you had to pick one, it's either 5 or 1.
Yeah, either 5 or 1. A 3, I had a really good first reaction to it, but then once I had it again, I was like, oh, it's actually also kind of maybe quite light and like missing something, but not to the extent of this one where I was like right away. And yeah, this super mineral might be good for someone that loves that.
Okay. Thank you.
Start with number 1. Okay. This one drinks quite easily. It's got a really nice like warming sensation in my chest. I think it feels a little flat at first, but the aftertaste sort of brings out these really nice notes that kind of tickle at the back. Let's try the next one. Ooh, I like this one more so far. Just immediately, it's got a really bold flavor. It's less warming, but I think that like kind of stronger hit at the front is just really nice. Yeah. Strain number 3. There's a brighter taste at the start that kind of reminds me of like pebbly like beaches. Well, bad. Oh, that one is amazing. Okay. I think this is a clear winner so far. To me, this reads quite uncharacteristic of a rock oolong. It's less mineral forward. It's got kind of a I'd say it's roasty then minerally rather than mineral then roasted. And last one. This one, actually, maybe not on the tongue, but on the nose it hit me as really sweet, just straight off the bat. I think I'm gonna go 4 as my favorite, 3 as my second, 5, 2, 1.
Okay, beautiful, bit shallow, bit too beautiful. Strong nose, like drinking straight on the leftover of coffee. I like this one. Taste wise, this is the most balanced. Beautiful. I don't know about this one again. Too similar to that. What number brew is this? This is the first brew? A second brew, okay. Usually they say the second brew is the best brew. Yeah, and this is a winner. Like I would source that one. I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it has everything, right? It has the high notes, it has the down notes, it doesn't go too much into the bitter notes, but it doesn't go too much in the minerality, but it has them, right? Because you want it. And if you have bitterness again on the sides, it's good. But for example, this one, if you choose has bitter in the throat. You don't want that. When you get bitter in the throat of it, in back of the throat, you're like, actually, that's something wrong with that tea. Wow. You know, you get fudges, you get chocolate, you get ice cream. You know, caramel ice cream. I mean, I would definitely, if there was one that would go against, you know, fighting in the next round, this would be the winner for the next round. That's what I'm thinking. That's great. I'll definitely get another brew of that.
Well, there you go. 2 out of 3 of the team members preferred number 5, so there is some consensus. There was a bit of division. It was a bit divisive, number 4. Some people loved it. Idris loved it. Dafne really disliked it. I can't remember what Adrian thought about it, but he wasn't particularly too glowing with his praise for it. I think 4 is an interesting one because it sort of represents a very different kind of Yancha. It's sort of creamy and smooth and in a way mild. So I understand why there's a sort of division in terms of the opinion on number 4. But 5 was universally liked by everybody. Even Idris said that he liked that tea. So 5 definitely comes out as the winner. It is going to be in the shortlist. I will compare it with other Yanchas. My suspicion is that we're not going to buy it because I have a suspicion, I haven't checked, but I suspect that the price is going to be very high. And when the price is very, very high, I want something to really sing out as being very, very different or very, very, special in some way. So it'll go in as a 2-tick tea, and we'll see how it fares when it's going up against the other Yanchas that are arriving. And there you go. Some consensus, not bad. I managed to tick off 5 teas. and we move on to more sampling. Bye.